Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. This is your outlook for January 23rd, 2014. And we're starting off with the GFS again today. And for their synoptic overview, we're actually looking at Thursday evening here. And the GFS has a little bit of a weak disturbance moving through, a little short wave, more like an upper level system that's going to move through here. Not showing very much in our coverage area here whatsoever. You go ahead over to the NAM though, the NAM high res future radar, and we do have some snow showers that will be around, kind of spread out sporadically here. Now right now the NAM high res has this over York and Lancaster County here in the evening hours, and also over central PA from State College over in Northumberland County here, maybe a few over into north central PA, or northeast PA, excuse me, as well, but they're not really a big deal here. These are just flurries and snow showers, so don't be surprised if you do see some flakes flying on Thursday evening, but then this will quickly die off as we head into the overnight hours here, and we lose, or as we head past about 8 o'clock here, it should be dissipating and moving away. Not a big deal for Thursday. Going back to the GFS now, we're going to move ahead now, and this is actually Friday night overnight. And you see there's still nothing down here in our area here, but there's a very strong area of low pressure here moving through the Great Lakes region. It's going to move down here like this. This has a very strong cold front that's attached to it. It's sitting way back here at this point. But I want to show you something as we go a little bit forward here, because the GFS has been increasing precipitation for our area over the last couple frames here. And look what it does here now. This is the area low pressure now is at 982 millibars, so it's a very strong area low pressure. The actual front that is associated with it is sitting back here like this. So there's the cold front. There's actually a prefrontal trough that's sitting out here. That's the best thing I can use, or maybe a deformation zone that's sitting out in front of it here. And right out ahead of that, this is not with the front itself. Front's still back here. This is actually showing a burst of snow that's going to come through at some point Saturday morning. The GFS has slowed the progress of this. This is now 18Z on Saturday, which means that this is 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. So the timing has slowed a little bit. Before it was early in the morning. Actually, the NAM has it a little bit earlier in the morning, but it has this band, or a little moderate band of snow that comes through. So it might be coming down pretty good for a time across extreme eastern PA, it looks like, is where that sets up, but it's still just the lighter stuff in the middle here over central PA that really doesn't get into any of the heavier accumulations. So we're not talking about a lot of snow here. As we head to the next frame here, just some light stuff here as the front moves through with the actual front itself, and then this stuff will just push off into New England as the low pressure moves up with it as well. And we're going to go, before I go any further, I want to go to the snow map that's showing with that. And again, this is just light stuff. We're talking about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall across the eastern portions of Pennsylvania here, where that's where that prefrontal trough is setting up here. Best way you can describe this is kind of like in a thunderstorm. You have a line of thunderstorms ahead of a cold front, with a cold front sitting back here, and then every once in a while in the summertime you'll have this prefrontal trough where storms fire out ahead of it. Very similar to that idea, not exactly, because we're not dealing with thunderstorms, of course, but you can see this area here is actually a 1 to 3 inch area here on the GFS, and the GFS has been showing that for the last couple runs now. So, of course, the heavier, steadier snow is going to be out here in western PA and in the eastern portions of the Ohio Valley with the cold front itself. And then, of course, up here where we usually get the lake effect and things like that up in this area here. So, again, not a lot in central PA. We're going to have to think that somewhere along eastern PA here we're going to get that enhanced moisture on Saturday that could dump a couple of inches, but most of that will fall within a few hours span. So we're not talking about an all-day event. Okay, we're going to go back to the GFS again, the synoptic map. The next step the next system we're looking at is going to be on Monday. And GFS has been consistent now on taking this on a north track. Yesterday we had this system heading in the Ohio Valleys a little bit further south and was taking a track like this, and there was a concern that maybe you'd have some moderate snowfall, especially up in this area here. Well, now the GFS is not doing that. It's going to take this area of low pressure right here and move it from this point this way. So because it's taking that track, the heaviest precipitation would not be over our coverage area. There might be some, but not a lot here. Here's the next frame here. This is actually overnight, Sunday night, Just some light snow showers from the Lehigh Valley and points north and northeast. But you see where the low pressure is. It moved to almost due northeast from that point, and not particularly strong. So the next frame up here, it takes it up into eastern New York over by Albany, still 1,000 millibars, and you see the precipitation has cut off in our area entirely. So not expecting much out of this system on Monday. We'll keep an eye on it just in case, but right now it does not look like a big deal. And we think it does head further north. I know there's been some speculation out there that this could turn into something really big. I don't see that big potential, even if it does end up taking the southern track. Again, we have a very fast upper level flow with a very progressive west-east flow, so there's no block whatsoever. So any kind of system that does even take this track and dips a little bit and kind of goes out like this, and if it does, the best it can do is maybe a 2 to 4, 3 to 6 inch snowfall. So that's probably your upside potential with this on Monday. But right now, everything is the models are taking everything to the north here, which would cut it down to just maybe some snow showers and flurries, and mainly for our central and northern areas, and not the southern at all. So we'll keep an eye on that to see if something changes. But right now, Monday is not a big deal. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for January 23rd, 2014. Have a great Thursday.